Imagine opening your eyes one morning, and your breath turns into a cloud so thick it hangs in the air like smoke. Your room is freezing, not cold, but unnaturally frozen. You step toward the window, shivering, confused, and what you see steals the air from your lungs. Your entire window is sealed shut by a solid wall of ice. Not snow, not frost, but pure, unbreakable ice. Thick, silent, and terrifying. Overnight, the world has changed, and you are no longer living in the same planet you slept in. The world has frozen. At first, the news tries to calm people. Meteorologists call it an extreme cold event, a temporary anomaly, a passing polar front. But they're wrong, very wrong, because deep in the atmosphere, something catastrophic has unfolded. The jet stream, the massive river of air that separates warm climates from the brutal Arctic cold, collapses. Like a broken dam, it releases the polar vortex across the entire planet. And the cold that escapes is unlike anything humanity has ever faced. Temperatures collapse faster than numbers can be reported. Cities that were warm hours earlier fall to -40, then -50, then even lower. Metal cracks. Engines die. Skin freezes instantly. The world is no longer cooling. It's shutting down. On the second day, the oceans begin to freeze. The living, moving oceans that once carried storms and tides turn into frozen deserts. Waves freeze in midair. Ships become trapped forever beneath layers of ice. The sound of the sea disappears, replaced by a cold silence so deep it feels alive. By the end of the week, Earth glows white from space, a silent, frozen marble drifting through darkness, and humanity realizes the truth. This is no cold wave. This is the end of warmth. Inside the cities, chaos becomes the new reality. Doors cannot open because mountains of ice press against them. Heat vanishes as power stations fail one after another. Pipes burst, batteries freeze, phones die. Cars become statues buried in ice. People wrap themselves in layers of blankets, shaking uncontrollably as indoor temperatures plummet. Even breathing becomes dangerous. The air is so cold that every inhale burns like fire. 2 minutes outside, and your body starts to shut down. Technology collapses completely. Cell towers freeze and crack. Data centers go dark. Underwater cables fail. The internet, the heart of modern civilization, goes silent. No warnings, no updates, no communication. Humanity enters a darkness it has not experienced for centuries. Survival becomes a brutal contest. Families huddle together in the smallest rooms of their homes, sharing body heat like a single creature fighting extinction. Fires are lit using broken furniture, books, clothes, anything that burns. People melt snow for water, but food becomes a nightmare. Everything is frozen solid. Even canned food must be thawed, but firewood is running out. The cold is relentless, merciless, and patient. Animals begin to vanish. Birds freeze mid-flight and fall from the sky like silent stones. Wolves and foxes curl into the snow and never rise again. Forests become graveyards of frozen life. Only a few creatures, polar bears, seals, penguins, endure for a while longer, but even they cannot survive a planet locked in ice. Below the frozen oceans, a few deep-sea species cling to life, but their world too grows colder each day. Civilization collapses, governments lose control, supply lines disappear, cities become frozen tombs buried in white silence. Groups of survivors migrate south in desperate attempts to escape the worst of the cold, but even the equator freezes. Even the warmest places on Earth become lethal. Humanity shrinks to a handful of scattered survivors, not because of disease or hunger, but because the cold slowly shuts down the human body, freezing it from the inside. Earth enters Snowball Earth, a state scientists believe truly happened hundreds of millions of years ago, but this time, humans are here to witness it. Decades pass, then centuries. Earth remains frozen in an endless winter, but deep below the planet's surface, something ancient begins to stir. Volcanoes awaken, eruptions blast heat and carbon dioxide into the sky. The atmosphere thickens, warmth begins to return. Too slowly for anyone living, but enough to challenge the ice. Cracks form, massive sheets of ice break apart. Liquid water rises again beneath the frozen world. Little by little, over centuries, Earth begins to melt, and one day, day, the sun touches the ground again, but the world it reveals is unrecognizable. Cities buried in ice are now shattered ruins. Forests are nothing but frozen stumps. The ocean coastlines have transformed completely. The planet has been reborn, empty, quiet, waiting. Will humans be there to see this new beginning? Will any memory of us remain? Or will Earth erase us completely and start again from nothing? It sounds like a nightmare, but it is rooted in real science. Earth truly froze once before, and if it happened once, it could happen again. This is what might happen if everything on Earth froze.